Meta Quest 3 is coming in 2023, but the exact day it hits the stores is still a puzzle. They're keeping us on our toes. There's a big event called Connect 2023, happening on September 27th, and that could be the day we get the full scoop on Quest 3. But here's the twist. Someone leaked that it might actually drop on October 10th. It's like a thriller movie with all these plot twists. So we're in for a bit of a wait. But you know what they say, the thrill of waiting is kinda cool. It's like unwrapping a birthday present. So mark your calendar for these dates and keep your eyes peeled. You won't want to miss the big reveal. Alright. Let's talk about money. The Quest 3 is going for $499, which is a bit more expensive than the Quest 2. But don't act too surprised. Meta's big boss, Mark Zuckerberg, had given us the heads up that it would be somewhere in this range. And rumors were buzzing that it might cost even more. Now here's where it gets interesting. You've got your base model for $499, but there's a sneaky feeling that they might roll out a fancier version with more storage for $599. So you've got choices. But wait, there's a twist. The Quest 2, which used to be $399, is now a steal at just $299. Meta's basically saying, hey, grab a Quest 2 before they're gone. They're making room for the Quest 3 on the shelves. So if you're hunting for a deal, it's a good time to snatch up a Quest 2. Choices. Let's talk names, shall we? The new kid on the VR block is officially called the Meta Quest 3. But before it got its fancy name, it was kind of a secret agent with 2 code names. Inside the Meta team, they whispered about it as codename Stinson. Now, whether that's named after an airplane or a character from How I Met Your Mother, who knows? It's got a legend, wait for it, dairy ring to it. Okay, we'll just call it cool. But wait, there's more. The Quest 3 also showed up in the VR world as Eureka. It's like they had a brainstorming session with all these cool names. So, what's in a name, right? Whether you call it Quest 3, Stinson, or Eureka, it's still the same cool VR headset. It's like how a rose by any other name would still smell as sweet. So don't get too caught up in the name game. It's what's inside that counts. Time to talk about looks and tech. Mark Gurman, who's a bit of a tech detective, spilled some secrets. The Quest 3 is like the cooler, slimmer sibling of the Quest 2. It's shedding some weight and going for a sleeker vibe. Plus, it's got new cameras that are like magic lenses for a whole new level of fun. Now, remember that soft head strap from the Quest 2? Well, it's sticking around. Which is good news because it's comfy. But here's the makeover part. They're moving around the USB ports and cameras. It's like a VR makeover. And speaking of cameras, they're not holding back. Quest 3 is packing more of them, including special depth sensors. That's like giving it superhero vision. But here's the cool part. You're getting color pass-through now, not just the black and white. Imagine seeing the real world in color while wearing your VR headset. That's like stepping into a whole new reality. Oh, and those new pins on the bottom? They're like a hint that charging might get turbocharged. So get ready for some speedy power-ups with the Quest 3. Time to dive into what makes the visuals pop. So here's the scoop. The Quest 3's display is going big with a resolution of 4,128 by 2,208 pixels. That's like watching your favorite show in Super HD. Everything's gonna look extra sharp and clear. Now, about that refresh rate. It's a sweet 120 Hz. Think of it like going from a regular video to one in super slow motion. The action is smoother, and it's going to make your VR experience feel more real. But here's the thing. Quest 3 doesn't have eye tracking like the fancy Quest Pro. But hold on to your hats. It's got a cool trick up its sleeve. They've added the nifty wheel for IPD adjustments. It's like getting custom glasses for your VR world. So whether you've got a wide set of eyes or close together, you can fine-tune it for the perfect fit. All in all, it's all about making what you see in VR look and feel amazing. Let's not forget to talk about those controllers, the things you use to navigate in the VR world. Quest 3's controllers are getting a makeover. They're slimmed down and looking sleek without those big plastic rings on top. It's like going from clunky to cool. Now here's the good part. All the buttons you're used to are still there, and they're in the same spots, so no need to relearn your VR moves. But here's the kicker. They're still powered by replaceable AA batteries. Yep, those trusty old batteries are doing the job, and it's actually a money saver. No need to worry about recharging or running out of juice in the middle of a gaming session. So Quest 3 is all about giving you the same great control, but in a sleeker package. And it's not going to cost you extra for fancy batteries or charging cables. Pretty cool, right? Alright, let's talk about the brain and storage of this VR wonder. The Quest 3 might come with a whopping 12 gigabytes of RAM. RAM is like your VR headset's super smart memory. The more, the better. And guess what? That's double what the Quest 2 had. So you can expect some seriously speedy performance. Now, when it comes to storage, Quest 3 is bringing options to the table. You've got the big guy, with up to 512 gigabytes of space. That's like having a huge closet for all your VR games and stuff. But hold on, there's a more budget-friendly version with 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage. That's still pretty roomy, and it's likely what most folks will go for. So Quest 3 is giving you choices. If you're a gaming fiend with loads of games to store, go big. But if you're more budget conscious, the smaller version will still keep you entertained for hours on end. It's all about having options that fit your style. Now, let's dive into the fun stuff. Quest 3 isn't just about looks. It's got some cool tricks up its sleeves. First up, color pass-through. It's like seeing the world in a whole new light through your VR headset. No more black and white. This is full-blown color, and it's awesome. And here's the kicker. Quest 3 isn't just a VR headset, it's also dipping its toes into the world of augmented reality. That's like blending the real world with the virtual one. It's kind of like magic. It's got its own special Android software, which is like its brain, making it work smoothly. You can use all of it on its own, or connect it to your PC with this cool thing called AirLink. It's like having the best of both worlds, portable VR and hardcore gaming. And don't forget the basics. You've got a web browser, so you can surf the internet in VR, and multitasking is a breeze. Plus, they've fine-tuned hand tracking, so it's like your hands are right there in the virtual world. And remember, it's all in full color. Quest 3 is like stepping into the future. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like. It helps us a lot. If you want to stay in the loop with the latest news, make sure you subscribe to our channel. And until next time, stay curious.